I have constituents reaching out with concerns because their children are diabetic and they worry that someday they're going to send their kid to visit a friend or visit grandma in Lake of the Ozarks and forget the insulin and they're going to be in trouble. It's frustrating because we know that there are literally thousands of bills that have been filed that will be impactful to Missourians, to helping people's everyday lives be better. Those bills are out there for sure, but that's not what we spent time hearing. So currently in Missouri, if you, let's say you go to Kansas City for the weekend and you forget your blood pressure medicine, you can run to the pharmacy and they will give you a 3-day supply so that you don't have a problem without medication over that weekend. Unfortunately, if you are a type 1 diabetic or a type 2 that uses insulin and you forget your insulin, which obviously is a life-saving medication, you cannot get a refill. You can't get an emergency supply, rather, because it doesn't come in a 3-day supply, it comes in a vial. So I have a bill, all it says is that if you are a type 1 diabetic, you need your insulin, you forget it, you run out, whatever, you drop the vial and it breaks, you could go to a pharmacy and get a new vial to get you by till you get home or get back to your doctor or whatever the case may be. That's a huge stress, right? A stress relief to know that in an emergency, if something were to go wrong, you leave it out of the refrigerator, whatever, anything could happen, right? That you have access to emergency medication without having to go to an emergency room or something like that to try and get help. It's called Kevin's Law. It comes from somebody in Ohio that actually died because they could not access insulin and went into a diabetic coma and died. So yeah, it's a real issue for Missourians. The speaker controls what we hear and what we don't hear, and what gets referred and what doesn't get referred. And to see the bills that get referred that do nothing, literally nothing to help anybody, that don't even make sense, is super frustrating because there's a lot of bills that actually would be impactful and that would solve serious issues that exist for people in Missouri.